it takes time. Okay, it's recorded right now. Okay, for those of you who missed the recording just now, we are discussing the ways of answering the questions from video assignment question number 1. Okay, so I repeat a little bit. You can refer the questions. The question is this: let x be the last digit of 3333 to the power of 555. Find the least common multiple by using prime factorization method. And we already discussed some of it. And if you do this large digit, you focus on the power. For example, 3333 to the power of 1, the last digit. Concern only on the last digit. What happens at the integer at the front, you don't need to give attention. Yeah. For 3333 to the power of 2, it becomes 3333 blah 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 times 3333 again, and the last digit will be 9. Repeat this for to the power of 3, it will be 7, 1, 3, where it repeats itself at 3 during to the power of 5. So if you realize here is that to the power of 1 and the power of 5, you will have the same last digit. The power of 2 and the power of 6 will have the same last digit, and this cycle repeats every 4. That's why we need to use the concept of modulo arithmetic, modulo 4, because it repeats at 4th cycle, I can say. And then by using the power, okay, and let n be the power of 33333, you, by using modulo 1 mod 4 1, 2 mod 4 2, 3 mod 4 3, 4 mod 4 0, and I record that when the n mod 4, what you will get is this last digit. So just now, this question is 3333 to the power of 5 5 5 5 5 5 times. Then what is the modulo? I think someone answered it. It is 3. Therefore, when it's mod 3, the last digit will be last digit saja. What is important here is 7. So I got x equals to 7. The same idea goes for 7 7 7 7, but I just show you the steps again. At this point, some of you might already know it. We start with to the power of 1, the last digit will be 7. To the power of 2, the last digit will be 7 times 7 at the back is 9 at the back. 3, 1. You see, it repeats itself back at 7. Then, of course, 7 times 7, it will be 9. Again, there's a cycle during the modulo 4. And by using that same idea, you apply the 1 at the top just now, and you will get the last digit of y equals to 7 7 7 7 7 to the power of 9 9 9 9. So 99999 mod 4. What you will get, you map it with the last digit of its respective point. So here, 1 mod 4 is 1. The last digit will be, ini bukan last digit. Last digit is 7. 2 mod 4, where we got modulo 2, the last digit will be 9. 9 kali 3 is 3. And 4 mod 4, when the modulo is 0, the last digit will be 1. So find this one, you will get your last digit. So I assume when you already get x equals to 7, y equals to something here, I don't want to tell you because you find it on your own. The least common multiple by using prime. Okay, so by using prime, you need to factorize 7, you need to factorize y into primes. Okay, therefore, between 7 and y. So 7 equals to 7 to the power of 1. It's factorized into y. Later, you need to find the product between p1 to the power of k lah, k1 times p2, k2 until pn to the power of kn. You need to factorize into prime. P is prime. Then using maximum, you need to find 7 max 1 k1 and another prime, and then max 0 k2, and also is demo. Then you will get the answer. This is the prime factorization method. Okay, next question. It's done. The question is done. Okay, proceed to the next question. So if the question state construct a Cayley table for Z7 for non-zero multiplication, so the Cayley table will just, okay, at the top header, am I correct? Okay, Chikintan, there is a difference between Z7 and, okay, I repeat, construct a Cayley table of Z7 for non-zero elements. Yes, you are correct. Z7, actually, it consists of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, it's stated very clearly here, Z7 for non-zero elements. So you don't need to put 0 there. You are correct. Okay, next question. Okay, I know you need some time to show me the question. I also happen to see the one that is, you know. Oh, saya tengok sini lah WhatsApp. Next question, please. Faster, faster. Don't be shy to ask. If you shy, then you will in a loss. Video assignment question 3. Tak payahlah. Don't need. Okay. This question actually, okay, it asks you to, okay, I will explain it, but the skill that I test here, the knowledge that I test you here is to transfer the English sentences into logical syntax. Okay, all right, I will show it. I will not show it fully. Okay, if possible, don't make this lecture about your marks betul ke tak itu semua. Okay, your video assignment for my section, I mark it correctly. Miss Anis ada lain sikit nanti. suruh dia. It's not only be assessed about the solution. Some of you guys might think, oh, kenapa I tak dapat markah lagi tinggi? Solution I dah betul. I also mark the originality, the creativity, and the use of software. It's in my scheme. So, yeah, it's very hard for you to get full mark, especially it's video assignment. For the written assignment, yes, you can argue with me if you don't get the marks that you're supposed to. Now I explain what happens at this question. Okay, Leong and Hafiz witnessed a bank robbery. At trial, Leong testified that Botak did not enter the bank. So assume, okay, Botak did not enter. There are various ways to do this question. Some students see not here, they directly put not P, for example. But you can also put P. Doesn't matter, because when Botak enter the bank, it will be not P. Chin pull gun, I say Q. Ame collect money, R. Okay. On the other hand, this one is for Leong. This one is for Hafiz. Hafiz testified, if Chin did not pull out the gun, not P, then Botak did enter the bank. Terbalik. If Chin pull the gun, saya kena direct pun penuh. For Hafiz, I write the thing is in the form of argument directly. On the other hand, if Chin did not pull on the gun, did not pull, not Q, then Botak did enter the bank, P, and Ame collected the money. Okay. There are two versions of answer that my student answer. There are someone who do logical equivalences, and the other who use the validity of argument. Both of you answer your version, I accept. I accept both of them to be, both of the versions to be correct. But actually the appropriate way to do this is, I want to test you the skill to transfer. Hafiz statement is this. I really want to say that Botak did not enter the bank, and if Chin pulled the gun, then Ame collected the money. Okay. This question is good, original from mine. Okay. If you want to know whether the criminal be convicted, some of you guys might think we try to approach these questions by the validity of argument. If you use the concept of validity, then you might put P, Q into R as a conclusion, something here. And also for the Hafiz, put something here. And then you try to match. Some of them are inconsistent. Actually, the way to do this can also be done by showing P and Q implies R. Is it equivalent with not Q, P, and R? You try to check whether it's equivalent or not. If it's not equivalent, then maybe the judge thinks that their statement is conflicting. So the criminal will not be convicted. For the validity, some of you guys get it will not be convicted as well, because it does not have a valid statement somewhere here. Okay. Sekejap, ada orang tanya soalan. Tak ada video WhatsApp saya. Okay, so in your final, okay, if you look at your past year, your past year might contain the question, bukan might contain lah, contain question like this. So I really would like to advise you guys during the final, if this kind of question comes out, I want you to make sure you transfer the English sentences into a logical syntax PQR correctly. And please use the appropriate logical connectives, not, and, or, if, then, and also if and only if, according to the priority. The first is bracket first, do what is in the bracket first, and then followed by not, and, or, if, then, and also if and only if. If you manage to read correctly, then fine. Itu saja saya nak jawab untuk soalan ni. Actually, I test these skills. And from the validity, I can see whether the student answer the validity. If the student answer by the second approach, logical equivalence, we can also see whether they understand the logical equivalence or not. Alright, next question. Question 4 susah, tapi ada tak soalan pasir yang korang nak jawab? Soalan assignment, assignment lah. Bukannya kata tak boleh tanya. Assignment kadang-kadang saya sengaja buat susah sikit. Soalan final you tak adalah sesusah tu. Good. Okay, next question. You can get your pasir right from, I don't know where you get it. I don't share it. I cannot share it. It must be from the library. Ada soalan lain? 1 minute or 2 minutes. Kalau tak, kita tamatkan. And then saya boleh sambung baca komik. Okay, so I have a question. Yes, of course. Please send through WhatsApp. Yes, yes, you can. You can. You can send through WhatsApp. No problem. Hantar sekarang. Macam tengok. Wih, apa ni? Wih, it's a glitches. Saya stop present jap. Okay, we read the question from Chu Yong Han. Yeah, I think the question is here. Question 3. Okay, a good question given by your friend here. All right, let's see the question. The question is not here, so I open it very huge here. Okay, the question asked is that find the truth value for each proposition. And justify. Justify, it means you give reason to your answer. Okay. The first one is that for all x, which is an integer, there exists y, which is also an integer, negative x minus y squared larger than 0. Okay, this question is good. I will focus on the first one. All right, this is a combining quantifier. Combining quantifier. Wait. I have a very important thing to say. Student dah tahu. Okay, nanti saya announcement latest daripada UMP. Okay, for all x. Okay, this is a good method to visualize your problem. Imagine 3, 2, 1. This is x here. Then x consists of every integer. And let's say this is y. 3, 2, 1 also consists of integer. understand this question correctly. For every x, for all x here, there will be a y for that particular x such that this will happen. So, okay, let visualize like this. Most of the student, I advise you to do this kind of thinking. Okay, for let's say let x equals to 1. Okay, I take the smallest one in my case just now. Negative 1 minus y squared larger than 0. What will be the y if it exists? And then you try to solve the inequality. If someone can answer this faster than I, just answer it. Yeah? Then there are plenty of solution here. 1 minus what is larger than or equal to 0? What will be the y? Potential y. Your y can be plenty. But in this case, I can say yes, my y equals to 0 because 1 minus 0 is larger than or equal to 0, right? How about x equals to 2? Negative 2 minus y squared larger than 0. So 2y, 2y squared larger than 0. Betul, sekejap. Negatif kan? Ni kata negatif. 3, negatif 8. Alright. I retrace back my step. I think I did something wrong here. Before I proceed to something more wrong. If I put y equals to 0 here, if y equals to 0, what happened here? It will be negative 1. So it's wrong, right? Salah. Kalau I put y equals to 0, y equals to 1. Then negative 0 squared, 0 is larger than 0. So, okay. For the case of x1 just now, terpadam. Your y is not 0. Just now I said 0. No, the y is 1. There exists y for x equals to 1, which is 1 itself. All right. I proceed. If x equals to 2, what will be the y? So, y 2 minus y squared must be larger than 0. And I already get some idea here that my y, if I put, let's say, I put a wrong one, let's say. I put 0. Then I will still be wrong, right? Negative 2 squared. Because the bracket is outside, so it will be negative 4. So it's wrong, right? Therefore, my y cannot be 0. My y can be, if I put 1, let's say I put 1 again, I get the idea already, but I just want to show you the process of thinking here. It would be negative 1 squared, negative 1, which is wrong again. The possible y here will be 2. Because 2 minus 2 squared, it will be negative 0 squared. 0 squared, 0, it will be 0. And 0 is larger than 0. For this question, the true value, okay, we answer the true value first. What is the true value? You have two possible true values, which is either true or false. Does this statement true? Okay, for every x in Z, there exists y, which is in Z. For this question, it is true. However, you need to tell me what is y for all x in Z. In this example, y equals to, I repeat, this question asks you the true value, and according to my way of thinking here, it is true, and my reasoning is this: my y must be x for every x which is an integer, because, okay, mana soalan ni? Okay, because if y equals to x, then negative x minus x squared will be 0, and 0 is always larger than 0. This is for number 1. Is it okay? Is it clear for you, Chu Yong Han? Oh, saya tunjuk balik solution. Takut tak nampak. Is it clear for you, Chu Yong Han? Please respond. Sekejap. But sir, if you x equals to 6, okay, you are correct, but the question asks you, okay, if okay, x equals to 6, does there exist such y that will be larger than or equal to 0? If you assign 6 with 0, of course it will not be true. But the question specifically asks, okay, saya letak contoh yang reasoning yang Chu Yong Han cakap. Okay. Okay, he asked me if x equals to 6 and y equals to 0. Betul dia cakap, it will be 6 minus 0 squared 0, it will be negative 36, which is not less than 0, jadi false. But the question did not ask for this, it asked for every x, there will be y. And based on my reasoning, there will be y for 6. And this y must be 6. If x equals to 6, and I also reason here that my y must be equivalent to the x, my y must be 6. Then negative 6 minus 6 squared, of course, it will be 0 there, and 0 is larger than 0. So it's still true. It is still true. But your y for x equals to 6 is not 0. It's 6 itself. Because the question say, I repeat again, read carefully. For every x, dia cakap, there must be y. For number 1, y dia 1. For x equals to 2, ada tak y tu? Does exist y? Ada 2. For x equals to 6, ada tak y tu? Ada 6. It does not say for every x, there will be every y. Tak, dia tak cakap tu. It does not say that. It asks for every x, does there exist y? Yes. What is the y? The y is equivalent to x. Okay, I hope that clarifies the matter. Okay. Yang lain boleh faham tak kalau this is a combining quantifier. It really tests your thinking. That's why start small first. X equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to negative 1. You can put some values until you get the generalized idea is that what is the y? The y is x for that question. I will proceed with the next question. again, the same sub question. Find the true value as well, but this time is different in terms of the proposition. Find true value for this one. Justify. Give reasons to your answer. Saya tengok soalan jap. Okay, this one is a little bit different. There exists x, which is an integer. There exists y, which is an integer. Again, to master this kind of to answer this kind of question, it's better for you guys to look at my bonus video lecture that can help you to assist this matter. Okay, this one, there exists x for 1y. Okay, I translate it back into English. There exists x for 1y. Exists. Exists. Bukan semua. Not all. Different. Okay, silap. There exists x for some y such that this happen. Okay, this question is really easy, but the way of you answer is that if you remember the yesterday's lecture, if I ask you there exists, you must tell me specifically what is that value. For existential, you need to tell me specifically what is your x. It cannot be x equals to some general form dah. Dia kena x equals to 1, x equals to 2. What will be the y? So for this question, it's related from the previous one, but the way of you answer is true. Because if x equals to 6, then exists y equals in z, that y equals to 6. And my proof is that I show 6 minus 6 squared larger than 0. Okay, some of you might confuse here. Kenapa macam lain? Okay, I repeat the previous question say for all x in z, there exists y in z. The same statement. But the way of you answer it is a little bit different. The first one, you must tell me specifically what is x and what is y. But for this one, although it's the same thing, it's true. But I really don't need this. I cannot accept if you put x equals to 6, y equals to 6. Because of for every quantifier here. Existential, it asks for specific value. I agree. But this y equals to x for every x. Try to compare right now. The previous answer is this. Sorry, the answer for these two is this green color. I accept true and I set this reasoning green color. For the previous question 1, I accept true, but I accept this one. I cannot accept the same answer like the question 2 here. This one is specific. This one is a universal or general. If you cannot understand this, it means you cannot differentiate yet the differences between every and existential. For those of you who cannot differentiate these two kind of thinking, again, I really advise you to look at the video again. Beza, So it answers the question. However, the way of you convey your answer is different for every and for there exists different. Sekejap, ada soalan ke? Sir, last statement tu, last tertulis negatif x tu sebab nak tunjukkan yang y equals. Kalau tulis Negative X boleh ke? Okay. Okay, Akila asked me this question. Ini untuk soalan 1 Roman ke 2 Roman? Okay, 1 Roman. Okay. Akila, for the 1 Roman, okay, for 1 Roman, actually it's harder from the 2 Roman. For 1 Roman, if I put previously, okay, she refers it to my previous answer just now. Sekejap, saya baca balik. Takut salah. Sir, statement kalau tulis negatif X tolak Y, boleh ke? Oh, okay. She said that I put this. Sekejap. Negative X tolak X squared. Okay, I assume some student maybe at this point dia letak negative X tolak Y squared 0. Okay, I try to answer the question. If the student directly put this one, so I can know their reasoning that Y equals to X. If they put this one, I still need to ask what is the Y. Regardless, the answer that I really seek for, this is the explanation. But I really want to see Y equals to X. If you put this, then you complete your reasoning with this top statement. Both of this kind of representation, both of them I accept. As long as that the student show this. Ni yang markah. Yang atas tu penyedap. Apa tu? Huraian. Description. Or your reasoning. It doesn't matter if you put this or put this, as long you have this one ke, the top one ke, the bottom one ke, dua-dua saya terima. Sebab dua-dua membawa maksud yang ke arah yang sama. Okay, next question. This question is good. Thank you. It's been a while I answer this kind of question for my students. This question is from my friend. Dia yang buat time tu. Saya ingat. Soalan yang bagus. True value, true, false. Okay. Okay, this is a popular question from my students. Sir, I cannot really know how to show the mathematical formulation. Someone, especially for the chapter 4. Formulation is a representation. Try to simplify the symbol. If my students really don't master the symbol or notation, sometimes I accept if they write it in English sentence. Dia bagi tahu penuh. For example, I take a simple one, even numbers. Even numbers is represented as 2k. Okay. However, if she said even number is a factor of 2, sama je. Tapi saya kena tengoklah dia menjawab tak yang last tu. The way of you represent the idea, be it in the mathematical formula, mathematical notation or English, as long as it represents the same thing, I can accept. However, mathematical notation is much more simpler. Lagi jimat masa is much faster. But don't worry about your notation if you don't master it. As long as your meaning the same. Meaning is the same. Okay, next question. We are approaching 3:30. I can give a little bit more time if you have more questions. The last that I will accept is 4 lah. But however, if you don't have question, then I will stop. I give you 2 minutes. Okay, while you are searching for the question, I receive many WhatsApp right now regarding what happens today. Penangguhan kehadiran ke kampus pelajar UMP. Okay, for our international friend, apa ni? Okay, this is pelajar baru. Okay, every students who don't go to campus must stay at home. Don't come here. The students who already here, stay here. Ayo. PNP, the teaching and learning must be online like we did right now, like we do. Tak betul pula saya punya grammar. University will schedule back the exam for phase 2 and phase 3 to a date that will be mentioned later. Okay, I repeat apa dosa kita? Saya pun nak tanya juga apa dosa saya ni. Okay. Akilah kata, okay, alhamdulillah tak gerak ke campus. But some of you guys, bila I mentioned the last statement just now, that your exam phase 2 and phase 3 will be put to a certain date that will be mentioned. Time ni semua dah left group. Mungkin ada yang nak left apa tu online lecture sekarang ni. Keluarlah. Tak perlu study. Exam lambat lagi. Your exam is postponed. So I can leave, right? Pain said, tak yalah. Pain said, okay, that happens. Shit happens, right? Right now, ada dah yang left meeting. Because they know the exam is postponed. What you gain today and yesterday is invaluable. Jangan kata, okay, because I attend this, I waste my time. Never waste. It does not waste your time. Okay, Muhammad Fahan asked me, okay, when there will be a final exam. Actually, the lecturer also asking the management the same thing. They always postpone it. We also, as a lecturer, tired of waiting. Kita orang pun ada kerja lain yang tak dapat nak siap pasal benda ni. Okay, ada orang tanya saya. Sir, for question 7. Okay, Zulaika apa ni? Okay, ni soalan lain. Baik, Dr. Syam. Student yang forward tu lah kak, dalam announcement official UMB tak keluar lagi. Okay. Wait. Ada yang kata, some say that it's not official, and some students have an internet problem at their house. They want to come here. There is also a student who wants face-to-face because they are home. How valid the statement? Saya nak jawab saya tak boleh guna truth table nak valid ke tak. I'm not sure yet. But it says from Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Rizwan, our pendaftar. It states here. But I think it's official already, but it's not announced on the UMP website. Because this is his name. There will be no person who would use his name directly, Muhammad Rizwani, Dr. Muhammad Rizwani, to make a fake news. I assume this will be correct. Official statement, the definition of official statement, I don't know what is the definition of official statement. Maybe it must be from the website. But I think this is correct already. Okay? Sekejap ada orang tanya. Baca chat jap. Sebab banyak sangat dah statement ada ni. Pray for online final, senang kerja you lah. Oh. Kerja I tak senang online. Tapi I tak kisah. Our job is our job. Susah ke tak susah, kena buat juga. Betul? Alright. Ada students tanya soalan. Again from Chong Yuan. Okay, he's the one who focus on this. That's good. Alright. For question, the form is prime number. Is a show which form that I should use. Kejap, baca soalan ni jap. Okay. Oh, this is a tough question. So I go back to the question that he asked. I really like his question. It's challenged my mind. Okay, Yong Chun Han asked me that let P be prime with P larger than 5. Okay, P is prime integer and is larger than 5. For 1, show P minus 1 squared is even. Okay. For 2, hence, show P minus 2, P plus 2 plus 4 is odd perfect square. Okay, this is a very good question, seriously. I might also think a little bit. Okay, the actual question from him is that the form of prime number is either 6n plus 1 or 6n minus 1. Okay, in my opinion, a prime number that I understand is that prime is integer larger than 1 with 2 factors only, 1 and itself. So if I read your question, I will not use 6n plus 1 or 6n minus 1. It is really not that thorough. I will use the concept of divisibility if me lah, if I'm the one who answer this question. So alamak, sekejap. Tak ada space. Okay, ada space. Alright. So I'll try to answer this right now. If I cannot, then I will show you later because I think this question is hard. Okay, show P minus 1 squared is even. So the common mistake by the student is that let P minus 1 squared directly to K. Okay, and K is an integer. It's very wrong if you start with this because this will be the conclusion. The conclusion, you cannot assume directly like this, then you will be stuck here. Huh? A good way to do is maybe, yes, you might start with the definitions. Kejap. Okay. So, Yong Jun Han cakap, sekejap ya. Okay, ni apa yang Yong Jun Han cakap. P minus 1 squared is in the form of either 6n plus 1 or 6n minus 1. Mana you dapat ni? Okay, tak apa. Okay, I leave your idea here. But for now, how to show that P minus 1 squared is even when P is larger than 5? I need to think for a while. If P larger than 5, so let's say P equals to 5, then it will be 5 minus 1 squared. It will be, oh, pandai soalan ni. It will be 4 squared. Okay, then it will be even. Okay. P minus 1 squared equals to P plus minus 1, P minus 1. Okay. The original question says that show P minus 1 squared is even. Okay, this is my way. Yeah? P minus 1, okay. Can I show you like this? P squared minus 2P plus 1. I'm when I silent, it means I'm thinking. Huh? We have a multiple of 2 here. The problem right now is here. P squared plus 1 minus 2p. And p larger than 5. 6. 7. I cannot cater it like that. So I change my idea. Okay. As p is prime, then p minus 1 must be even. Okay. Okay, I have my reasoning here. Listen carefully. I will not do this. I will stop because this one is not clear. Because I cannot prove that p squared plus 1 will be a multiple of 2. Right now, I cannot prove that because there is a plus 1 here. My reasoning why p minus 1 must be even, the only even p, even prime, is 2. So 2 minus 1 odd. But it states here that p larger than 5. If p larger than 5, all p larger than 5 is odd. Correct? I tahu you tak boleh jawab. Think with me, yeah. Okay. If p larger than 5 is odd, then p minus 1 is even, because odd plus minus 1 is even. Okay? If p minus 1 is even, alah panjang sangat pula. Okay. P minus 1 is even, therefore p minus 1 is 2k. This one confirm, because if p larger than 5, prime larger than 5, all of them are odd, then p minus 1 must be even. I proceed with p minus 1 squared is 2k squared, will be 4k squared, will be 2k squared becomes 2l. L is a 2k squared. This L must also be integer. So proven that p minus 1 squared is even. Confirm. My laptop lag kejap. So Yong Chun Han, I will not use this definition. I don't know the definition sometimes, Yong, it must be complete. If you put 6n plus 1, I think there will be a statement at the back here. Cuba you cari balik. Dia macam cakap n besar daripada 2 ke 3 ke, adalah dia cakap tu. Sekejap, ada orang tanya. Oh, bukan. Alright. This is for the first one. Tak ada orang tanya. Okay. Okay, I hope you guys clear. Kalau ada yang tak clear, boleh tanya. Okay, not yet. Alright, I will finish with his questions. Ada satu lagi. Hence, show that p minus 2 and p plus 2, 4 is an odd perfect square. Ayo, gila soalan Dr. Syam ni. Alright, 2. As show p minus 2, p plus 2 plus 4 is odd perfect square. Okay, what is odd perfect square first? Again, you need to understand what is perfect square. Perfect square ini, a squared. Okay, it means that it includes 1, 4, because 1 is 1 squared. This is 2 squared, 3 squared, 9, 16, 4 squared, 25, 5 squared. Okay, So right now, focus on the odd perfect square. Therefore, odd perfect square is not only a squared, it will be 2k plus 1 squared, like this. So your job right now is to show that this will be this. The left p minus 2p plus 2 plus 4 will be that. All right. Right now we have the thinking right now is that all p larger than 5 is odd. By using this knowledge, okay, sekejap saya fikir. This is p minus 2, p plus 2. Okay. P minus 2, p plus 2 plus 4 is equivalent to p squared minus 4 plus 4. Okay. Algebra. Therefore, it will be p squared. As p larger than 5 is odd, then p squared equals to 2k plus 1 squared. Shown. Proven. Quad edra demonstratum. The proof is complete. This is my reasoning. Okay? Saya buka solution tu. Ada soalan tak? Ada soalan lain? Tak ada? Ada? Apa ni? Oh. Okay. Boleh? Ada kawan kamu cakap, terima kasih. Saya tak kata yang saya cakap tu official. Saya rasa benda tu betul. Tapi it's okay for the reminder. Because I also don't know which is the definition. So your friend reminded me. Tak apa. Boleh. We worried. He worried that my reading just now is not official. My announcement just now regarding penangguhan tu, the postponement might be fake, might be not true lah. Okay. So just wait. Thank you for the reminder. Tak perlu sorry lah. Saya berterima kasih kepada awak. Because it's still they are still bergaduh dalam ni betul ke tak I'm still waiting. Maybe UMP style, maybe at 5 PM baru tahu. Okay, so for 7-1 we just clarify that P is prime. We just clarify, actually the question says that P is prime already. We guarantee that P is prime. If you look at your question back, it says that ni soalan dia, let P be prime. The original question, let P be prime. Therefore, definitely P will be prime. So the thing that I clarify here is that P minus 1 will be even, definitely. Therefore, P minus 1 squared will be even because for all P larger than 5, the P minus 1 must be even. That is the thing that I clarify. The question already defined the P is a prime. Therefore, there is no need for the clarification that P will be prime. The P is already prime. Okay, then next. So, sir, dah, saya dah jawab. Alright. Next question. Yeah, it's very nice that if you understand. I feel glad. Okay, maybe one more question. Kalau tak ada, tak apa. I don't force you guys. Sambil saya baca-baca ni. Hey. Thank you, doctor. I hope everyone is safe. Of course, you too. Okay, the COVID case is increasing back, for whatever reason. I hope everyone the school students who already got back to continue their study, school sekolah menengah, sekolah rendah, dia orang dah balik kampus, dia orang dah balik sekolah lagi lama daripada kita. Tapi imagine if they stop their learning. We don't stop our learning. We still online. They cannot online. Budak sekolah rendah, the primary school students. How can they? They are so small. They are so cute. Maybe some of them don't know use the laptop or the handphone, but still need to go to school. There is the suffering, the pengorbanan that they should take, the risk that you should take. There are the risks that sometimes we need to be careful. SOP jaga. Okay, soalan. Tukar topik pula. Thank you sir sebab buat kelas ekstra. Thank you je. Tak ada belanja makan. Ya, sama-sama. That is my job. That is my job. Soalan lain. Nak bagi hadiah tak ada duit. Tak apa. Bagi kasih sayang je. Kau laki Alamak. Sorry Fahan. Jangan bagi kasih sayang I. Okay, next question. Come on. One last question. For today. Kalau you tanya hari lain. Okay. Sorry for asking again. This is my question. No, sorry. No, never sorry about that. Okay. Okay, this is the last question that I might present for today. Again, this is from Chu Yong Han, and this question again is typical for final exam. Final exam always has this question. Okay. Chu Yong Han, I jawab di sini because I want everyone to hear. All right. The question posted here is a logic question, where I say that there is a skill that you need to master, which is the skill to transfer the English into proposition syntax. A zoologist claimed that if an animal is cold-blooded, salah je. Then it is a reptile. If an animal fly, it is not reptile. Ostrich is warm-blooded and cannot fly. Okay, and cannot fly. As conclusion, ostrich is not reptile. Determine the validity of argument. Okay. Right now, I will not do the truth table for you. The actual question from your friend here, if the statements say ostrich is warm-blooded, is it mean that it is not equal to cold-blooded? My answer to you is yes, it is not equal. The keyword here, let's say if you want to change this into English, into logical syntax. P, animal is cold-blooded. Q, animal is reptile. And R, animal fly. Okay, I think that will be 3. Some mistake my student, they put 4. For example, dibaca warm-blooded, they read warm-blooded, PQRS, animal is warm-blooded. If you put another one, I'm afraid that you will neglect some of the common statement, common yang when you change the logical connectives, it will be the same. If animal is warm-blooded, therefore not cold-blooded. Therefore, you don't need S, you just need not P. Okay, I have this establishment, then I try to derive the argument. Okay, there are 4 lines here. 3 premises, 1 conclusion. If animal is cold-blooded, P, then it is reptile, Q. If an animal fly, R, it is not reptile, not Q. Ostrich is warm-blooded. This is what my point to you just now. If animal is warm-blooded, then the antonym, the opposite, is not cold-blooded. Therefore, it's not P. Not P and cannot fly. Cannot fly, benda? Not R. As my conclusion, not reptile, not Q. This will be your argument. At this point, I already assume that most of you know how to do truth table based on this one. But the challenge, the huge challenge, is to develop this green color part. Truth table, no problem. But if you're wrong at this green circle here, your truth table will be wrong. Again, I repeat, please master English to logic, syntax, logical connective. If you read the first premises, if an animal is cold-blooded, then it's a reptile, you dah tahu dah, dia ada implication. Dia ada anak panah, P implies Q. The second one, if an animal fly, ada implication. It is not reptile. So dia ada implication plus not. And the last one, there is no implication. Tak ada if then. It's directly not P and cannot fly, not R. So, sekejap je. This is not, sorry. Terlaju. This is not, this is an, or, if, blah, 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 then. If and only if. Jangan ambil ringan benda ni. Alright. Okay. Finish answering the question. I will stop presenting so that you can see my full face here. Alright. I hope there will be no misunderstanding for the fact after this. Keep on study. And suppose you have another question for my section, ask in the group. As always, ask in the group first, because my intention is that every one of you can see the solution, not only you guys. Just extra untuk saya bagi daripada section 1. Kalau budak section 1 bagi tahu daripada section 1, nanti jawapan tu saya bagi daripada soalan you dengan soalan jawapan saya bagi kepada Miss Anis untuk dia bagi semua orang baca. If not, it is sufficient for today's session. Okay, ada soalan lain? Kalau tak ada, 10 seconds lah. Tak adalah, kita dah 3:54. Kalau ada, buat macam tadi and if the exam is actually postponed, then maybe we can have another class, right? So until now, I think we stop here. Thank you so much for your guys' participation, and see you at another time and another day. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and goodbye everyone. You're welcome. Oh, so where I can rewatch the lecture? Yes, I will share the link later. I will share the link on YouTube later after I upload it. Nak upload besar. Kejap. I will share the link, okay? Thank you so much. Bye guys. Bye guys.